And good evening, everybody. This is Michael Filighera. I am with logicalsignals.com and also tradershelpingtraders.com. And this is the Elliott wave update for the S&P 500 for Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. Great little market we had today. Confusing at times as the overall, the markets were not in sync with each other, whereas the NASDAQ sank after running up and then it sank, and the S&P just basically held higher ground and continued to build on its gains today. In fact, the S&P has gone up to a new all-time high, and that's going to sit right there at 4498. So how does that affect our count? The count remains firmly in place. And what I now have put into place is that small fourth wave as a part of this minor B wave. So we're getting a minor B wave to be into completion here. And so within this minute or subminute wave 5, which will go up and hopefully complete this B wave, we have wave 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, maybe a little 4 of 5. So we could get a continued pullback, and maybe that comes back down to 88. Possibly it should not be that deep, because the no break zone basically for this particular little structure is 4487.50. And if that breaks, then it really just doesn't change the count all that much, but just signifies that this was wave A of this fourth wave, and this is wave B of this fourth wave. And now we're going to do C wave down, which would then be expected to come down at least equal 4476 or dip a little bit below that marker. But I'm going to leave this 4 in place right now. And then I would change it again, and this could happen overnight, but I would change it on a break below 44, 80, or 87.50. So it'd have to break below 87. So, but what I will add right now is our next Fibonacci extension for this fifth wave up. So what I want to do is I'm going to measure this fifth against that third. So I'm going to put in that from there. Come on, give it to me. No, add a drawing for that. So good. I will put that up to here, which was that previous high, 94, 92. Go there, and then I'm going to come down to this 4, which was break 77. Right there. Just come on. Thanks. Now here's what's interesting. Guess where it continues to line up? In the 2 zones that we've had forever and a day. So now we're getting an additional cluster forming right in that exact same place. So we continue to have 4,500 to 4,507, 4,509. And then we bounce up into that 4525 to 4526 area. And this actually still really does present us with the best choice outside of here. So, but what also has been added now is some additional layers. So again, we have 382 at 4,500, 4,501-ish. But I really would think that that doesn't contain it. I think it continues to move. And then we have the next level, which is that 4507 to 4508 area. Then we have 4516, 4521, and then that 2526. Outside, if it really gives us a good push, look, now we've got a little double up here at 4556, pretty much right on the nose, 4556. But now we have so our zone now has expanded. We have it from 4507.08, then 4525 to 26, 40 to 56, actually to 65. So we've got quite a big zone if this rally really decides to pick up some steam. So here's what I'm going to be looking for. I continue to look for basically just a slow or drop lower, but not much. So it has to be pretty shallow for me. And if it breaks below 87, then we know that we're likely going to drift down to 76. All the way can come back down to 70, even a little bit lower. But I would be expecting at least to create a new low below 76, 75, or right into where this low is. And then, so 70 and 71 seem to be pretty good. And then we have additional support at 68. So we'll look for that drop initially to hold above 87. But if it drops below, the 4 just gets move over, and then we just have an additional rally up in that fifth wave still to come. So nothing too severe sitting on our horizon. Tomorrow again, Thursday, so that we know that meeting is going to be underway in Jackson Hole, Wyoming with the Fed. And then we have Jerome Powell making his news conference at 10 a.m. Eastern on Friday. So we saw today what I thought was just, they're all moving into the broader market, into the S&P in advance of that meeting. So the bias continues to believe that meeting that's taking place in Wyoming right now is going to be the savior for the market, the savior for the economy, the savior for inflation, savior for everything that we're now walking up a wall of worry about, that it's all going to be resolved by the Federal Reserve come Friday morning. Okay, we can play. So again, I do believe that this is a finishing move. I believe it's an irregular B wave. I still feel very strongly that we're going to get a crushing C wave that'll bring it all the way back down, take all of this back, and then some. So I'm still leaving our all-time highs here. I still believe that this is the case. This is just a corrective B wave and an ongoing initial phase of a much larger correction. That's where I'm going to leave it for today. For tomorrow, please be aware that what we have, break below 87, just pushes this 4 over, lets the market come down, fulfill the requirements to complete the move. If this is A and this is B, complete the move, and then we should actually begin to drop. Now, again, that may already have, because that's 97.25 and this is 98. So maybe this is a 5 and that's only wave 1 of 5, and then we get a wave 2 pullback. Again, same deal. That case, it could break below 87, but I would not expect it to come down below that 76 level. So we got a couple of scenarios that it could be, but I am still looking for shallow, so hold in these higher levels and then blast higher to complete the move. And that's it for today, folks. The next update will be on Thursday, the 26th.